Hey there YouTube, this is Wheelchair21, and today is not necessarily a rolling review, however it is a look at some deleted material from my most recent review, which was the Super Mini-Pla Ninja Gattai Muteki Shogun. Now the footage cut that you'll be seeing shortly is actually the more in-depth transformation of the model kit, which is very similar to the deluxe toy. I cut it originally only due to time constraints, and because they're almost identical in some ways, I didn't think it was that necessary for the overall video. Now, to transform it into Muteki Shogun from this stage and forward, most of the parts actually transform like they do like the deluxe toy. You just fold up parts, turn them around, yada yada yada, and you make your Muteki Shogun. However, there are slight minute different features that we will try to look at in this review. With Tsuruder, one's going to need to actually pull back the arms and reveal the actual crane head. And unlike the original toy, you're going to have to push these little areas down. Like swivel them down ever so nicely. And then actually rotate inwards as well as bend your arms. Like you're going to want to bend this part in and slowly just rotate your arms and bend them in, rather than going straight flush and down like the original deluxe toy. It's rather a weird kind of configuration. However, it does work, but it does get a little tight as you move along. Like, it is a little annoying, personally, to have to do this every time, to turn and rotate and just try to ease in your arm. But, I mean, getting the little extra added points of articulation does drastically help this overall release. Then once getting the arms locked and secured into place, you fold up the flap in the front. And honestly, I prefer to take the boots off from their little peg joint here, because the way that this actual thigh is made, it kind of breaks like the original deluxe toy. So you have to be very careful, because it's a lot tighter on the Mini-Pla than it is the actual deluxe toy, whereas in this version, the pins in the front tend to break and crack off straight off of the thigh, so you want to slightly turn it from the back and hope that you don't crack it. Once turning it, you should be able to overlook the step that a lot of people have been doing, where they've been either breaking theirs on camera or breaking theirs during the assembly process. After fighting to swivel the thighs around and plugging in the actual feet into the skirt, you have your upper torso and thighs to become Muteki Shogun, and then you just easily just put the crane on top of his head, just like the original toy. Now, it doesn't really lock in too well, and it doesn't have the proper guards in the wings to make sure the flaps just stay at an angle, and sometimes they'll come straight down like some of the original ideal concept art for the overall design, but it's not a real problem like it is with the overall thighs. But like I said, once they're together, no more problems. So next, let's move to the feet, because they're the other ones that have a slight change and variation to how you overall form the figure. For the demonstration of the legs, I'm just going to use Kumard, because it's just easier to do one piece on camera than the other, even though they're pretty much mirror opposites. With Kumard, to assemble the figure, you literally should start with taking off the head to reveal the knee joint. Now, the heads are on a simple peg joint, but instead of throwing them off to the side like the instructions suggest, the designers, I think, inadvertently created an ideal way to hide the head within the own torso. So what you need to do is, like Tsuruder's, pull the arms back, push them down, fold them in. However, there's a part of the cavity here where you can just ever so lightly put the face in flush, face down, and then fold the arms up and over it. And it actually works. I don't know if this cavity trick was originally intended for the design, but it does actually work once you get the arms in place. So as you all can see, the head's inside, and you just close up the back and arms ever so snugly to do so. Now, next thing you do is you actually fold down the entire leg, pull it up, and the best thing to actually do is actually dislodge it from the point of the thigh, since you're not going to need the thighs plugged into the back of the calves. for your actual foot. It's a weird combination, but you'll see all in a moment that you just plug it in like this. Do the same on the other side. What the hell did I do? Did I just break it? Never mind the part where I thought I broke it, but you just pull it out, you flip it, and then you carefully just pull up this area right here that conceals your ankle. This is the weirdest part of the mecha, is that it conceals the ankle, and you just pop it in like this. You pop this part of the foot in like this, and you pretty much cheat to make your overall foot. It's an odd design, but you have the ankle, and now you have the calves here, or the thighs, which look honestly weird, so I just usually push them a little ways towards the front, so it doesn't overall hinder the figure. And you got a bit of an ankle, which obviously is going to get loose and wear over time on either side of your leg, whether it be the right or the left. Then as for the arms, they're about, like I said, similar to the original design, where all you need to do is just fold up the arms into the actual torso of the cavity here. With the legs, you just fold up the feet all the way up and over the thighs, and make sure they actually lock into place over the skirt. Once you have it locked into place, just make sure the pegs connect. You got your right arm, which will hold the sword, and the feet, or I should say the ankle area of the actual leg, is a little hard to make your actual fingers a bit, like they are a little tight. You have your elbow, you have your actual connection piece here, and inside your actual shoulder joint and swivel. Then you just do the same with the white one, who likes to be a little more fidgety with me than the blue one. Then again, I did play excessively with the joints on the blue one more than white, so it's a little looser. I can make an actual really bad pun, though, with the whole Tsuruhime thing, but then again, this is a PG show. Ha ha ha, who am I kidding? PG is not what I do here. But overall, you got your actual left arm now, and then you just plug them right into Tsuruder. Anyways, that is the deleted material for the Super Mini-Pla Muteki Shogun review. It's mostly the transformation sequence, like I stated, which I thought made the review too long, and because most of it is very similar to the original deluxe toy, I didn't think it was entirely necessary, but I can see why people either need it in a review or just want it on its own in its own individual video. So, people, leave a comment and tell me what you think. Do you want me to do transformation sequences in another video and do outtakes as well, or do you just want me to try to leave it in and just cut around what needs to be in there and what doesn't need to be in there? So like I said, comment, like, subscribe, as well as follow me on Twitter, check me out on Instagram, and my website, HeroClub.com, and I'll see you all next time.